Also this week, we heard from Bill Clinton on his affair with Monica Lewinsky and about a group of NFL cheerleaders suing the Houston Texans for sexual harassment and unfair pay. Susan Kidder is Chief Executive Officer of Safe Connections. It's so important for us to have this conversation here at 5 on Your Side, and for me, Susan, so thank you so much. We want to talk about the broader discussion of sexualized abuse of power, or just abuse of power in general.
Right.
So I've just listed all of these
Right.
events. How are they all connected? And is there a deeper cultural shift underway that you see?
Yes and yes. They are all connected, and it would be hard to say whether or not all of these things would be happening had not Me Too been, come on the scene last fall. And actually, as an important sidebar, Me Too was actually founded 10 years ago by Tarana Burke. And it was put into kind of the popular culture in the fall by Hollywood. And that in and of itself is a great story. And yes, these stories today are very likely the direct result of the continued Me Too movement.
So these are all merging together, although Me Too really started as a way to fight sexual harassment in the workplace, but seems to have grown. Is it bigger now than it was when we had you in 6 weeks ago? What's happened to it?
Yeah, but I believe that it is. It's because there's more attention, more awareness, and there is greater involvement from different sectors. So it's the employment sector, the political sector, it's the entertainment sector. So there are a lot of different areas now that are converging on this and really lifting it up as something very important for all of us to continue talking about.
You know, we were talking before our show started about the reaction from some people, including men, who feel like they don't know how to respond to all this that's going on.
Well, the Me Too movement was never founded to intentionally bring down powerful men. That has happened as a consequence. Me Too really was formed, or really was designed to provide women the platform to have a safer space, kind of space to share stories, power in numbers, etc. So it's never been a movement to intentionally bash men. As a matter of fact, this is not a women's issue. This is everyone's issue because we have sons and daughters and mothers and fathers and relatives, family members we love. This affects everyone, and it's going to take everyone to step up and be active in changing the culture.
So how do we get men involved in that way that's going to make a change to this power structure that hasn't been working?
Well, I think continue to be welcoming and not to say, not to be blaming and shaming and pushing men or those who identify male away, or actually those who are in positions of power away, because this can happen across all orientations and gender identities. But so pushing away and the shame and the blame is not going to obviously draw anyone together as a group to address complicity, address silence. If you see something, then it's really your responsibility to say something to make a difference. And it's these cultural shifts that are going to have to happen in a family, in a neighborhood, in a school, a community, society, and the world.
Just like ripples in a pond.
Absolutely, and we can do it.
Susan Kidder from Safe Connections, thank you so much for being here, and we will continue this conversation.